Hello adventurers, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll show you what to do in Paris in 2 days. We made this itinerary based on our many trips to Paris, including a recent visit where we stayed in the city for 2 full days. And even though 2 days is not enough time to explore all of the incredible places that Paris has to offer, we managed to see the major highlights and have an amazing time. Day 1. Iconic landmarks and classic Paris. Start your first day in Paris bright and early at the Eiffel Tower. Aim to arrive around 8:30 a.m. to avoid the long lines of people that start forming later in the morning. If you want to save money and don't mind climbing stairs, then take the option to walk up to the 2nd floor. Otherwise, opt for the elevator to the 2nd floor. The view from the 2nd floor is absolutely stunning. So even if you decide to buy tickets for the top floor, keep in mind that the 2nd floor alone is definitely worth the visit. But if you want to go all the way to the top, be prepared for very long lines. After the Eiffel Tower, take a walk across the Seine to the Trocadéro gardens. This will take you just about 5 minutes and is one of the best places to get pictures of the Eiffel Tower from a distance. Once you've had your fill of the gardens, it is time to hop back over to the other side of the Seine and head towards the Champs de Mars. You'll pass by the École Militaire, which is one of the oldest military schools in France. It was founded in 1795, and its alumni includes Napoleon Bonaparte and Charles de Gaulle. Next, you're going to walk along the Champs de Mars, which is a large park located at the base of the Eiffel Tower. If the weather is nice, it's a great place to relax and enjoy the outdoors. But since you're on a tight schedule, you'll be spending no more than 15 minutes here before continuing on to your next stop, which is the Champs-Élysées. Take a leisurely stroll down the famous Champs-Élysées, one of the most luxurious and elegant streets in the world. You'll find high-end designer boutiques, elegant cafes and restaurants, and the famous Arc de Triomphe at the end of the avenue. Make sure to bring your camera and snap some pics along the way. Don't worry about missing anything because you're already planning to come back here at the end of the day. If you have a Paris Museum pass, then take the opportunity to climb the Arc de Triomphe and admire the panoramic views of Paris. If you don't have the Paris Museum pass, then you can still admire the arch from the ground or take a quick peek inside if you decide to purchase a ticket to the top. But honestly, the views from the ground level are just as good as those from the top, so you really don't need to spend any more time here. And now it's time for lunch. Head over to the trendy neighborhood of Le Marais, which is located in the 3rd and 4th arrondissements. It's home to a mix of old and new businesses, making it a popular spot for both locals and tourists. You'll find plenty of great cafes and restaurants to choose from. If you're looking for something quick and easy, try L'Oise du Falafel, which is famous for its crispy falafel and delicious sauces. Or if you're in the mood for something sweet, stop by Bry's Cafe and grab an authentic crepe. Now it's time for some culture. Hop over to the nearby Louvre Museum, which is home to some of the most famous works of art in the world, including the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo. To skip the long lines, make sure to buy your tickets in advance online. Keep in mind that you lines need at least 2 to 3 hours to see the highlights of the museum. And if you want to see everything, then plan for an entire day. To make the most of your time, focus on seeing the Mona Lisa, Venus de Milo, and Winged Victory. There are plenty of other things to see and do in the Louvre, but these are the must-sees in our opinion. Once you've finished at the Louvre, head over to the Jardin des Tuileries, which is a beautiful garden located between the Louvre and the Place de la Concorde. It's a great spot to relax and take a break from all of the sightseeing. Grab a coffee or an ice cream and sit on one of the many benches or find a shady spot under one of the trees. After the gardens, head over to the picturesque Montmartre neighborhood. Get lost in the charming cobblestone streets and admire the colorful buildings and street art. Don't forget to bring your camera along because there are plenty of photo opportunities here. Some of the other popular attractions in Montmartre include the Place du Tertre, which is a square where you'll find many artists selling their work. and the Sacré-Cœur, which is a Roman Catholic church that sits atop the Butte Montmartre hill. If you're lucky enough to be in Paris at sunset, then don't miss the chance to see the beautiful golden light hit the Sacré-Cœur. We were fortunate enough to catch this on our last trip, and it was absolutely breathtaking. And now it's time for dinner in Montmartre. There are plenty of great places to choose from. For a classic French bistro experience, try Le Consulate, which is located in a charming building and serves up traditional dishes in a cozy atmosphere. Or, if you're looking for something a little more casual, then check out Chez La Mère Catherine, which is said to be the oldest restaurant in Paris. It's a popular spot for both tourists and locals, and reservations tend to book up quickly, so make sure to plan ahead. After dinner, take a walk around the area and enjoy the vibrant nightlife. Or, if you're feeling tired, then head back to your hotel to rest up for the next day. Day 2. Culture, history, and local gems. Start your day with a visit to the iconic Notre-Dame Cathedral. Keep in mind that the interior of the cathedral is closed until 2024 due to damage sustained during a fire. But even if you can't go inside, you should still admire the beautiful Gothic architecture from the outside. Take a walk around the Isle de la Cité, which is the island in the middle of the Seine River where the cathedral is located. It's also home to the Sainte-Chapelle, which is a nearby church that you can easily visit after seeing Notre Dame. Be sure to buy tickets in advance to skip the line. The stained glass windows are absolutely stunning and definitely worth seeing. Head over to the Latin Quarter, which is a historic neighborhood known for its lively student atmosphere. Explore the many bookshops in the area, including the famous Shakespeare and Company. It's a great place to pick up a souvenir or find a unique gift. You can also browse the many cafes and restaurants and soak up the atmosphere of this charming neighborhood. After the Latin Quarter, take a stroll through the Luxembourg Gardens. It's a perfect place for a picnic or just relaxing and taking in the scenery. You could also rent a boat and paddle around the pond or visit the nearby Luxembourg Palace, which is the seat of the French Senate. For lunch, head over to the trendy Saint-Germain-des-Prés neighborhood, which is known for its chic cafes and lively atmosphere. It's the perfect place to grab a bite to eat and soak up the Parisian culture. There are plenty of great options to choose from, such as Les Deux Magots, which is a historic literary haunt that has been frequented by famous writers and intellectuals since the 19th century. Or you could try the Café de Flore, which is another iconic cafe that has a similar vibe to Les Deux Magots. It's time to head over to the Musée d'Orsay, which is located in a stunning former train station. This museum houses masterpieces by Monet, Van Gogh, and Rodin, among others. We suggest spending 1.5 to 2 hours here to see the highlights. If you're an art lover, then consider adding the nearby Rodin Museum to your itinerary. It's home to a serene garden and the famous thinker sculpture. Before dinner, head back to the Champs de Mars to admire the beautiful sunset over Paris. One of the best places to catch the sunset is from the Pont Alexandre III Bridge, which is considered to be the most beautiful bridge in Paris. It's located near Les Invalides, which is a complex of buildings that houses the tomb of Napoleon Bonaparte. And now it's time for dinner. Head over to Le Marais or the Canal Saint-Martin neighborhood to choose from a variety of great restaurants. Bishop Albert is a great option for a traditional French meal in a cozy atmosphere. Or, if you're looking for something a little more hip, then try Chez Prune, which is a popular canal-side spot with a great selection of wines. And that's a wrap on our 2 days in Paris itinerary. While we were able to fit in many of the major highlights in just 2 days, there are still plenty of things to see and do if you have more time to explore. Just keep in mind that Paris is a very popular destination, so it's always a good idea to plan ahead and book tickets in advance for popular attractions. And finally, here are some bonus tips for getting around Paris. Walk whenever possible to get the most out of your experience and see the city like a local. Use the metro to get around quickly and easily. You can purchase single tickets or get a Navigo car for unlimited travel. The Paris Museum Pass is a great value if you plan on visiting multiple paid sites such as the Louvre, Orsay, and Arc de Triomphe. But keep in mind that it doesn't cover everything, so do your research in advance. And if you prefer palaces over museums, then consider spending the second day at Versailles instead of the ones mentioned above. It's a half-day trip from Paris, but well worth it if you're interested in history and beautiful architecture. Alright, that's it for now. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.